let yourself get too hung up and hopes up that early on in the process.
Can I text you the link?
Okay, let me go to the bathroom first,
Okay.
because now it's my pee time.
Do you want to just post it and then
Yeah,
let
yeah,
them come in?
So you're just gonna leave them on this and record the other one? You got Angel?
What, did he send it?
Kev, you thirsty?
Is that all the drinks?
They're gonna throw my labor.
I don't know, Steve.
I'm gonna text it to you.
This is heavier.
This is stressing me out outside the club, can't get in. Let go.
Pellegrino and Perrier? Ooh, that Maserati Kev different, boy.
I can never crowdfund again,
Why?
that Maserati. When I bought it, I was like, everything has to be, even though Spike Lee crowdfunded,
Yeah, why can't you crowdfund? Things are expensive.
I couldn't deal with it. Let's,
Oh, we have to talk about the movie, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, Angel, I'm doggone nervous about what you're gonna think.
No,
you email and then you say and then you don't say
It's
nothing.
very hard for me to articulate my thoughts sometimes, like to make it into writing, and sometimes I'm still working them out as I'm talking, so then I'll end up typing in a circle.
okay, but then just remember to talk about it today.
Okay.
You not, what you order before?
Josh is putting away the
help.
Oh.
So yeah, Melissa, I will let you know.
So many times I can do that.
Oh, I don't have the link.
Greg does?
Josh, you know better than I. I got it.
Kevin, I think you posted the
I
wrong
was
link.
trying to help you,
again.
but more people than that. Oh, okay.
Kevin, I think you posted the wrong link again. No?
Versailles.
Kevin posted the wrong link again.
No,
Yes.
Oh yeah, you did.
I texted to you, Kev.
I copied it. I can't tell. They all look the same.
This is the worst ever.
We're not gonna finish till 5.
So,
What does it say? The one that's right.
It should say for real. The actual,
and I
I
said,
put here's the thing with the date for real as the actual title for the video.
Okay.
For real in parentheses.
I do not like this whole face ID crap.
You just got the phone?
Yes, it's
You don't like
stupid.
that it works, or you don't like the idea of it?
I don't like the idea of it because I have to put my face where it's supposed to be. Sometimes I just want to press and move on.
Is this your first time with Face ID?
Yeah. I had an 8 before this, so I purposefully didn't get the 10
It takes a while to get used to.
because the 10 was already out when I bought the 8. And I was like, nah, I want that home button. Thank you very much. But then upgrading my whole system.
Yeah. The newest phone before this, the SE, went back to the home screen.
Text me, please.
I thought I texted you the wrong one.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, but I didn't send it to my people because I had a feeling it was not right.
There.
I was like, this ain't the Lord. I want some of my chicken.
I know. Refrigerator. I know the door's open. I have it open.
Did you put the food in there? Oh, this was just washed.
Test rub the test lane.
Oh, y'all got cereal? Okay, some little- Ooh, y'all got chips? I think I'm gonna need some chips, Josh.
What kind do you want? There's spicy nacho, there's
salt vinegar all day, every day. Your girl's here for it. Thank you. Hold on. I've been here for a while.
So guys, we just finished the episode. We'll catch you next week.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
It
I'm
was
just
a
kidding.
banger.
Man,
So y'all, if you had your druthers, what would you use in here?
for like lighting and stuff,
Yeah.
2 like maybe 3 foot, like 3x2 little soft boxes in the same positions that they were in. But I get bicolor so I can try and match that. Because ideally I would like some lights behind you guys to give you a little.
The little color.
But we get that if it's where those ones were, because these actually are like lighting you guys like this,
Right.
but giving you guys a little backlight as well, because they don't really have too much depth in these walls. But
What's up?
You wanna just start over till you get we get the rhythm back?
I'm cool with that. I'm down for whatever, Kev. If you haven't noticed, I'm a down A chick, okay? I don't cause no issues. Camera wise, what cameras do you want in here?
I might do a little Black Magic pocket cams, like these little units.
Uh-huh.
And they're cheaper than like cinema Canon cameras too. Because I would look at like the Canon C100s.
Mm-hmm.
The C version is the ones that Brennan and them use for the live streams. I think those are C300s, but 100 is like one of the more base models. So we don't need anything crazy. But the pocket cams are small, but they can have a 4K output, I think.
There's a lot.
Mhm.
Hats off to you, 'cause anytime I be trying to add anything, I be like, why am I? It's a lot. I don't understand. Is that the food?
Yeah. I just need something to settle my stomach.
That's all I gotta use.
I couldn't find the food,
And that came right when I opened.
so I got the chips
Oh, you
and
don't like the sandwich?
I don't eat pork.
Okay, okay, that's fair then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fire.
Yeah, I had to get chips or something.
The
I
Cubano,
was gonna make it.
Cubanos are fire.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What say you need the mic?
Yeah, I don't mean to.
Oh man, they used to get on my head. I'm right here too.
Oh, did they decide to bring indictment up on the police officers or no? They didn't?
Did it just come out?
I feel like somebody just brought it up. So. We were talking about that on Mondays with Melissa on my Instagram yesterday,
Mondays with Melissa?
with my sister Melissa.
Oh. You haven't told your sister?
Well, I do a live almost every day on my Instagram.
I knew that.
Yes.
I didn't know you separated them.
So Mondays, I have my sister Melissa come over and we talk
Got it.
about legal stuff.
She's a lawyer, or
She's a
judge, I mean.
judge.
She's the one that we're voted for.
Exactly. Oh, so many people hit her up. She said black and white people were like, oh my God. I was watching Kev on stage and his host wore your t-shirt, your campaign shirt. She was like, you know,
Hear me out.
that's actually my biological sister. So yeah, like me and her are together.
That's hilarious.
I mean, they were posting like, Melissa, you big time and now. The whole
I would never get used to that.
That my sister's name is Melissa and your wife's name?
No. People think working with me is you big time.
People were like, Angel, you won. You won.
Really? That is
Sure.
really hard to fathom.
Well, that's why you're in therapy, to help you fathom it.
I was wearing an RDC World shirt, people were like, RDC World made it, like, Kev's wearing their merch, like, they are bigger than me. What do you mean?
Listen. They said they hear.
Fathom it, Kev.
They said they hear happy snow. They said they hear happy snow. You hear that?
Hold on.
Yep.
Hold on.
What is it do today? Technology is just not working with us today.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to mute this new computer. I was like,
I wonder if it's, see if it's still there, cause I wonder if it's plugged now.
oh, you want to see if it's there? Okay.
Well, we could let them see.
No, it seems like it's working. The thing is on.
Let's take this. So now we can't charge the phone and do live.
Is it dead?
No, it'll work, it's just a lot.
This is like me trying to put on eyelashes. This is what this feels like. When I try to put on traditional eyelashes.
Man.
Yeah, did you eat the whole, oh, just one half?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, did you?
No.
Marcus could do it, that's how he be eating.
Sorry. I didn't know where to go. I got
See, Davis, you want me to adopt you? If you were a girl, I probably would. I want a daughter so bad.
Well, I'm just gonna eat a couple bites. I was gonna eat the rest later.
This is also what my Monday felt like yesterday. It felt like it was so. Monday was hard for me, guys. That's why I started looking for a therapist again. Not therapy, okay. Therapy.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be good on the web for now. So the live, they're not gonna hear the mics this time because it's going through the sling.
Okay. Guys, you're not gonna hear the mic this time. You're just gonna hear us through the phone. We're doing our best. Technology is not working with us today.
What is that, plain?
Mm-hmm.
That thing was good.
I think they're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish LA had a really good Jamaican food place.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Coley's closed down and
What was the spot that Beyonce shouted out in her list of the black-owned businesses? She put a spot on in LA. Oh, it was
Oh,
Soul
really?
Food. I think it was Soul Food. I don't know if it
Oh.
was Jamaican.
What you talking about? Jamaican? Oh, I got Jamaican restaurants for you.
here
In LA?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
in the valley or no?
I
We
believe
were
you.
going to do a Jamaican mukbang, but you all said, let's do the trash place up the street. But guess what?
Did we
They
stop
don't
it?
answer. Yeah, you all were like, oh my God, we're so hungry. Can we do?
Jamaican food is gonna be a long time, right?
No. You
Why
all,
did you say that?
y'all just decided y'all, in y'all's heads, y'all wanted that one place, beer and whatever.
Salt and beer?
Yeah.
Salt and beer ain't trash.
They don't pick up their phone. They take
Oh.
our,
Trash customer service.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought you meant trash food.
No, the food is fine. It's a little salty, but it's fine.
They don't do right business wise.
Yeah, but I was like, oh no, we were excited about Jamaican food. When I told Marcus that y'all had said so, I said, so they're gonna switch over to
I think,
Salsa and-
but can we go back to Jamaican food?
yeah. Are we gonna, wait a minute, you wanna do that next, or do you wanna do,
The next time we shoot is a mukbang, right?
yes, we're doing, do you wanna do Jamaican food next, or?
You can do
Maleficent?
your friend.
Okay.
With Maleficent is not outside, right? That's another person.
Maleficent is the chef.
No, that's, her name's Melissa too. I'm saying,
Right.
she's not the one who wanted to do it
No,
outside.
and the woman who wanted to do outside is not providing the food, I don't believe. She's providing the ambiance.
Got it. Yeah, let's do Maleficent. Those
Okay.
Tennessee wings and the honey gold are really good.
What did you guys get? I want to make sure I didn't.
We just order a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay, cool.
I
So
ordered
about this-
chicken.
Angel just don't eat pork, so
It was like a big chicken. That's probably hers, right?
like a rotisserie chicken?
It looked like a half a chicken. I didn't know.
And mine.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
You got chicken and vegetables, right?
I got chicken and yellow rice.
Okay.
You got the yuca frita? What is that? Potatoes?
Vaca frita, it's like a fry, it's pulled
Oh, God, you
but
did
it's
get a
like,
lot of food.
it's like fried, what's up?
Because Brittany and them are coming.
Oh, I was gonna say, we're doing a mukbang? What is happening? Oh, oh, see, y'all doing it together. And then y'all were doing
Mm.
what's the face it I know.
So good.
Plantains are so good.
What's crazy is I hate bananas. But plantains are like in the banana family,
Yeah,
they're
they
like
are.
cousin. Love them.
I bought some like little mini baby bananas. They were called apple bananas. I was like, what type of hybrid? But I cooked them like plantains. Oh my God, they were the best
Really?
dessert.
Really?
Because they're sweet. So it was
Like
like,
bananas Foster?
yeah, kind of, yeah. Oh, it was so delicious.
Alright, I feel better now. No mics, guys. Technology is evil today. You won't hear the mics unless you watch the real episode. Josh, are you just using one camera today?
Nah, I'm gonna edit between these two.
Oh no,
it's
yes,
fire.
on plantain.
Huh?
But the live is one camera. I'm gonna edit between these two though.
So you're still using Sling?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's just not live through Sling.
Okay, got it. Alright. Let's just start over. It's a
What's
little
going
easier
on?
for me.
We gonna start all over. Oh Jesus, I thought this was about to
You look at the laptop.
spill all over me.
Oh,
No, it was
man.
gonna spill on my clothes. It was not gonna spill on this.
You
She
would
would
have
have
caught
caught
the
the
water
water droplets out of the air each individually.
I'm like, come this way, come this way. I don't care if I look like I done pissed on myself.
Speaking of that, let me tell you what sucks about being a man.
Peeing on yourself?
Pee, think you're done, tuck it away,
Little
walk
droplets,
away.
like, hey, ooh.
A little bit of droplets.
Yeah.
Does that happen to Marcus?
I don't know. Possibly I have.
He's not gonna admit it.
It don't
I be
people-
admitting stuff that don't have that people don't
It
admit.
happens to my 5-year-old, one of my 5-year-old twins,
Well, he's 5.
but it's ridiculous.
I'm 37.
I'm like, did you stop the stream at
I
all?
be peeing and it'd be like 3 little droplets. Be like, hold on, we done.
This is just 3 drops.
And it'd be like, we're out.
I mean, my bladder has
Showing
gotten
the weight,
better.
like, what we missed? What we missed?
My bladder has gotten better, but let me tell you, that's the reason why I'm about to be doing a lot of brand deals with incontinence companies, all of it.
What?
Yes, because I mean it's better now, but I was a tough time there for a while. Laugh, sneeze, think too hard. My bladder would be like, "Is it time?" I'm like, "We're not even here anymore."
Tough time. It ain't tough time there for a
It
while.
was. It was a tough time. Marks would be like, "You peed yourself?" It was that often that he didn't even. You peed? Mm-hmm. I
Angel,
did.
you said, you sound like an athlete. Hey, tough time there for a while,
It
man.
was,
We couldn't
it was-
get our stuff together.
It was
Rich.
touch and go. That thing, but something didn't strengthen back up. But it was. That was Pissy McGee.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, I love when you go into your fake laugh from your real laugh.
Oh, so funny. That was my whole real laugh, Angel.
Are you serious? When you go into the exaggerated version of your laugh, or is it that you just
Don't get to know
basking?
me.
Whenever you
I
guys
know.
Don't get to know me.
Wait, listen, that is what is going to happen when you go into your exaggerated
You will
version.
keep stuff in your mind.
Okay. I put it
Was that
here.
real or fake?
A part of it was fake.
No!
The
The
tail
whole
end.
thing was real.
Then the tail end is like there's something that you do to push at the
Alright.
end.
I'm out of
You
here.
don't want me to know that?
No.
Okay.
Lie.
Okay.
My kids call me out on fake laughing when I meet fans all the time. And I'd be like, dude, what do you want me to do? It is 6 a.m. We just feel red-eyed. I'm doing the best I can.
You could not do it. It'd just be like, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm just saying I recognize it. And I don't want you to feel like you have to laugh at my jokes.
But I be laughing. The thought of you peeing on yourself and then saying, hey,
Oh, no, I thought there was
something.
some genuine in it. I'm not saying that, but then I saw you switch over and I was like, huh. He's bored by me. That's fine. You ready?
I'm out of here. Josh, keep some of the pee in for a cold open, Joshy.
Keep some of the
But don't
in.
keep the fake laughing. Let's keep that between
No,
the Patreon.
you put it out
Keep
there.
it in between the Patreon, and then it's gonna comment the whole thing about me fake laughing.
Yeah,
and trying
no,
to
we don't want that.
No,
We don't want
Please.
that. Yeah, cut
just
that out.
cut
You're
it
right.
out to the fake laugh.
Eight
Patreon.
droplets, leave the 3 dribblers, and we'll go into the intro.
All the way until fake. Don't mention the fake laugh.
Kevin, I thoroughly enjoy working here.
Real or fake.
Oh, I don't pay you
Nah.
attention.
Now you're gonna have to analyze every one.
No, let me tell you, I don't be paying you that close attention.
No.
Like everything.
Oh yeah.
You ain't paying me for that. You paying me to be here and do these jokes and know this docket, do these ads. But I do enjoy, even with all the technical difficulties.
We had a day today.
And usually I be hitting home like soon after.
Literally, like technology. You know what, Patreon people, I want y'all to understand. We love y'all because it's for you. The live thing is for you. If this wasn't for Patreon, we would be done.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't have to touch the live. I want y'all to know we making it work because we want y'all to get what you're used to.
And we appreciate you all coming back over
And
and over again.
listen, Angel,
because
it's
I
still
would have given up.
Oh.
I would have given up. I've been like, these niggas can't get it together. So I just ain't gonna be a part
I'm
of
gonna
it.
tell you what it is, and I've realized this. The more cutting edge the technology, the more faulty it is.
Absolutely.
Sling, what Josh is doing, Sling is like, yeah, we can do that. And then when you start doing that, they're like, all right, bro. I mean, we be saying that, but people don't be doing the 3 things and doing it live.
Right.
Like they either do live with one or they do the 3 things not live.
Right.
You trying to make us do, that's what happened with Melissa's conference. Like all these people push all this stuff,
But they can't do it.
but when our audience comes on, commenting and stuff, the software be like, okay, bro, not all this.
We needed y'all to be quiet.
Yeah,
Because we cannot handle all
literally.
this. Y'all just saying amen? No.
We was
no.
on with the CEO of the I don't remember the name.
The
of
whatever
the
the platform was.
Yeah, and he was like, we've had 10,000 people, but you haven't had 3,000 people really engaged.
Right.
And their software is like, we cannot handle that. What do you think we are, YouTube? And YouTube came out like Thanos, like,
Right.
well, you tried all that, and where did it lead you? Back to me.
Back.
All right, let's start over from the top.
We got this.
Just so y'all know, the mics are not for you guys for this. Sling's not working, so you're only hearing the cell phone audio, so please bear with us on today. Josh did his best. Sling is very temperamental. But when we get this new switcher and upgrade our whole equipment, Josh, I just want to tell you something. I love you so much. I want you to upgrade us as if you said, not because, you have filthy money, but if you said, how do I not have issues?
Mm-hmm.
What do I need? Buy that.
I'm gonna throw this Sling on
Throw
the
Sling
bus path.
Out. Let's do OBS, whatever we need, so that this is the equivalent of Transformation Church. No more iPhones, but no more Canons. Like, if somebody said, Josh, not money is no option because,
It is.
But if I said, hey, because in 2021, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. People pay for good production value, so just say, hey, man, and then just send me the budget, and then upgrade us. Lights, I want to be able to come in, flick the lights on, shoot, walk out. Okay?
Say less.
Love you. All right, here we go. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on stage. She's
That chick Angel.
welcome to another podcast episode. Banging on you for all 2020. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Make sure you don't miss anything. We're bringing you the hottest podcast, laughter, every Wednesday. Fridays too for Patreon only. Who's watching this live, you're missing out if you're not subscribed to the Patreon.
Hit that little sub button. It's good for you.
Here we are.
Yes, we are here.
If you're on the Patreon, you know we've been doing this for an hour.
My God.
But regular people,
This is like new for them.
brand spanking new. So first things first, Angel,
Let's talk.
that chick Angel, Lakita Mortain, to the actress, I did it out of order. But I'm speaking to the actress part of you today.
Gotta.
Because the Emmys happened on Sunday or Saturday?
They usually
Sunday?
happen on Sundays, I do believe.
Okay, Sunday they happened, and
Uh-huh.
our girl,
Yvonne.
Regina.
Oh.
Well, Yvonne was out there. We love Yvonne.
Yvonne. I love
Yvonne
you.
was out there, Issa was out there. Emmys
were
was
out
They were at
there.
Sophie
It was-
Stadium.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Private.
I literally couldn't figure out what was happening. I was like, are they at the Rams Stadium?
like, are they-
That's
Just
Is
so
Insecure?
everybody, is everybody there? No, it's not.
It's just the insecure
Issa
people.
said, this is me. Inglewood is me.
Issa has been flexing on me, not on
Ow.
purpose,
Yeah.
but I've been like, okay,
Right.
I get it.
Right.
You're doing well for yourself.
You're doing really good.
You're doing great. So,
But what's actually on the docket is
actually on the docket, shout out to Yvonne. She's still nominated, and we'll get to that
yeah,
in a
we'll
second.
talk about her soon.
But Regina the King
Ah, yes.
won another Emmy. So
Woo!
let me go back. Okay,
Please.
2015 Emmy for American Crime, 2016 Emmy for American Crime,
Uh-huh.
2018 Emmy for 7 Seconds, 2019 Oscar for If Bill Street Could Talk,
Yeah.
2020 Emmy for The Watchmen.
Woo!
Okay, so Kev, I'm like very happy for her, but then I'm like, but do we want to watch the Emmys? Because when we win, I'm ecstatic. Emmys, Oscars, Grammys.
Yeah.
When we don't win, and And I don't think it's that black people should win every single category we're nominated for. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
What I am saying is that like Schitt's Creek like won every comedy category, like
I
8
believe it.
Emmys.
Yeah.
It was so bad, like I went to check and I thought like Yvonne and them and Insecure was still on the ballot. And I was like, wait, Schitt's Creek won everything?
Schitt's Creek is a great show.
But, this isn't really at Schitt's Creek, I'm not mad at Schitt's Creek. What I'm saying is as a black person,
Yeah.
we're happy when our people win, we're mad when our people don't win, and then we say we don't need to be looking at the Emmys, the Oscars, the Grammys, we need to let it go. So
Yeah.
what do we do, Angel? How do we navigate these white spaces that we celebrate when we win and we're pissed when we lose?
You know what, this actually goes a little bit into the conversation we were just having off camera. It's the duality of it all. I don't think it's black and white. It's a little bit of gray. As I said before, it's because of the green. By getting these awards and accolades that are given out by mainly white people,
Mhm.
we add economic value to our brand because that's their money that's going to start hopefully funneling to
Right.
Regina King. They'll start having to pay her a higher rate
Right.
because she is a multi-award winner. Same thing with Yvonne and all the people of Insecure. They are now an Emmy-nominated show. However, that doesn't mean that at the same time we shouldn't be celebrating our own culture because there are certain things that we look at that
Mhm.
we find value in for different reasons than what white Hollywood might see. But how this draws to the conversation we were having, I think it's all about how much hope we put in those things. We have to
Mm.
like not set ourselves up to try to make this to be like, oh, if only I can. No, if it happens, great.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I'm not gonna be pissed off about it if I don't get it. But if we start putting too much like, oh man, if I don't get it, then we allow them to have the power of whether or not we are proud of our own work.
Very true. Tyler Perry has been like, F all that.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't care about y'all stuff. It don't make me no never mind. I own a production studio.
Mhm.
Hey Tom, we've had a long day.
We had a long day.
Production studio that's on the land that used to be Confederate, a Confederate Army base. So
Uh-huh.
for him, he's playing the game a totally different way. I feel like I'm trying to do that as well, but to be quite honest, I'd be still auditioning and I'd be still getting
You
mad.
should. The thing is that if somebody offered Tyler a really dope role in a movie that he didn't produce, Tyler's gonna do. You remember when he was in that Alex?
Alex Mack. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I can't
that
think of
thing-
it. The
that
detective thing.
Yeah.
And he was in Star Trek.
Right. So he's gonna still participate in things that are not his own brand,
Mm.
that are a part of traditional Hollywood. But that doesn't have to. I think a lot of times we feel like there's this thing where it's an either or. The
Yeah.
fact of the matter is we will always be on this planet with white folk. They not going nowhere, just like we not going nowhere.
Right.
So I'm not going to push away nobody's white dollar as long as I can feel confident in the work that I did. Just because like, no, I'm all about black folk. No, if somebody white want to appreciate what I did, thank you. I will take your money. I am okay with that. But I'm going to try my best as an artist, and it's something I had to learn, not to put my value in whether or not they like what I like or like what I've done.
You know, I was thinking about that on my hike today as I was hiking, as I worked out and hiked. Because Tyler Perry was like, or I'm not Tyler Perry, Dave Chappelle was like, he won an Emmy too, and he was talking about the critics who had said his last special sucked and blah, 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 and it was panned by critics, but he won an Emmy for it, and he was like, F them.
Uh-huh.
And I thought about it. I couldn't adequately be a critic of country music.
Right.
Because I don't consume country music like that. I like Tennessee whiskey, I like a couple songs from when I was a kid, but I'm not like devouring country artist after country artist, so I wouldn't be
Yeah.
the right person to criticize that or praise it. I
Yeah.
just know the couple songs that I like. And I feel like that's what happens a lot of time with black art.
Mhm.
Like the people, you're not the intended
audience.
audience for it. It's not made for you, so it's
Uh-huh.
hard for you to say it makes sense or you get it because you're not the person to get it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, that's one thing that frustrated me in Hollywood and why I'm working on building my own stuff. I was having a problem with, for example, I was pitching a show about a church and a white gentleman was like, I don't think white people would get that. And I was like, he was like, if you could like make it in a Lutheran church and with more white characters, I feel like it would play better. And then I was like, but I did not go to Lutheran church.
Right.
I want to make it for the people that went to the black church.
You do the black
Or
ones.
know the black church.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't go to black church, you know, you get
Yeah,
it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I've been low-key grinding. I've been low-key getting more and more frustrated with that. People who are not the intended audience having the power
The power.
to prevent me from making something, and that's where I'm like, okay,
Yeah, you gotta take
how
that
about
away.
this? Never mind.
Mhm.
I will make it with my own people, and then they'll decide.
Yeah.
Like, and that doesn't mean we're gonna accept crap, but the people who are in the intended audience will be the ones to tell me whether it's good or not. And I know black people ain't gonna cut me no slack. Like, if it's good, they're gonna rock with it. If it's
Right.
bad, they're gonna call me on it. But at least it was intended for you. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
And we just have to eventually get to the point where we have to decide definitively when we want to give somebody that power. And for something that you're passionate about, that you feel like God has put in you, you should not give anyone the power
Mhm.
to say if it is or isn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Where there are other things where it's just like, okay, I might use you, and if you say no, all right, no, harm, I'll
Mhm.
try somebody else. But I think when it comes to things that we are passionate about, things that we care about, we have to quit giving power to other people to decide. Because the fact of the matter is, a lot of Hollywood execs are not really tapped into what's hot. That's the
No.
reason why they be going crazy when somebody on the internet or in social media goes hot, and they're trying to figure out, now how can we incorporate them? How can we, this person existed, you weren't checking for them
No.
until all the 20-year-olds and all the 18-year-olds were like, oh, this is the new craze, or whatever
Right.
you wanna call it. So I do believe that we just have to get to a point of knowing, like, if this is something that God has told me to do, that if the person is not in line with it, they were never supposed to be a part of the vision to begin with.
I love that. I think that's a great point of view to be. I think for myself, I don't feel like I was designed just with the way I think and the way I see the world. I don't think I was designed for that way to be my main thing. You know what I mean? Like the Tyler example you made is a great example, because he does his thing, and if he never got invited to or offered another role in Hollywood ever again, it wouldn't stop anything he's doing, right? I think I wouldn't be in that position to where, like, I want to create opportunities for myself and my friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if I get to play over there and have fun and do some stuff, I'd love to be an action movie star and
Yeah.
down on the ground. Then, like, my stomach peaks up a little
And
bit.
one
Like,
day that'll happen, and you might not have to be the person to produce it. And it might be that you get that to happen. And if Warner Brothers came down right now, it was like, Kev on stage,
I'd be like,
we got it. We got the role. Here's the contract signed. You wouldn't be like, no, I'm doing my own thing. At least I would be like,
no, I wouldn't be. I would make this face and I'd be like, where do I sign? Where do you take
that
advantage
is
of my life?
because as a creative, you should be able to be creative in several different avenues. And luckily, there's companies like Skillshare that help you with those avenues. They help you with online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creatives and curious people. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. Skillshare offers creative classes designed for real people in all circumstances that come with it. These lessons can help you stay inspired, express yourself, and introduce you to a community of millions. Where are you?
I don't see these ads coming, so I'm just gonna put the blindfold
You
on.
literally,
Since I don't see the ads coming
literally,
anywhere, I might as well just do this.
you made Kev go.
I literally was looking right into your face, and I was like, "Oh yes, we're doing a podcast."
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this Bird Box? Yeah,
This is Bird Box.
Oh my
The
goodness.
bird is chicken wings.
Skillshare is so dope. My niece, who is come out here, she's going to be using Skillshare, to help with some of the marketing things. So she's going to be taking digital design classes on Skillshare so that she can feel more confident about helping me as I grow my brand. So Skillshare has classes to fit your schedule and skill need. Members get unlimited access to thousands of inspiring classes with hands-on projects from a community of millions. Skillshare is also incredibly affordable, especially when it compared to pricey in-person classes and workshops. And an annual subscription is less than $10 a month. So explore your creativity and get 2 free months of premium membership at Skillshare.com/RR.
Arr.
That's 2 whole months of unlimited access to thousands of classes for free. Get started and enjoy today by heading to Skillshare.com/RR.
R&R.
And that's 2 free months of unlimited access to thousands of classes at Skillshare.com/RR.
R&R.
Yeah. Listen, I didn't know how long we had been on, and I know it's been a distracting day, so I was just like, I'm gonna go ahead and jump out there.
It's
do it.
fine.
I wasn't.
I think you felt a really good time.
Thank you. That's why I was like, I feel like we've been in here for a while. I was looking at your watch, trying to look at the time. I was like, I think it's time. I think it's time to talk about it. But yeah, so I think you'll be able to, just like I feel like you'll be navigating both. You'll be putting in what's so great though, it makes when you do get a win over in traditional Hollywood
Mhm.
so much better because you didn't really care. You weren't banking on it.
That's literally all my actor friends have said. They only book stuff when they stop caring. Like they go and audition, and then just like literally, like you were saying, you just throw your sides away
Yeah,
on before you even go back to your car.
yeah.
I'd be still having too much vested in it,
Mm-mm.
and now, but every time, like it's like a villain origin story. It's just like they turned their back on me. I turned my back on the world, and I'm super petty. I don't know if you know this about me.
Ah, really?
I tend to be really petty. I don't let things go,
Mm.
and I will be petty to the whole industry. Like, oh,
But does that serve you?
yes,
If as
I
long
feel
as
great
it's
when I'm petty.
no. Does that serve you in a way that it actually will build you to the max that you're supposed
Yes.
to be? Okay. He's like, I'm gonna say yes, even if it's not.
No, I think the thing about it, maybe this is the thing. In Hollywood, you kind of have to play the game.
Yes.
The Emmys are a game. Like I didn't realize this early on. I didn't realize you like in LA they have for your consideration
Yeah.
billboards. So
Yep.
in other cities you might not see this, but in LA during Emmy season, it's for your consideration. Vote for the morning show.
Yeah.
For these people are nominated. Like you have to have a budget. Your show has to have a budget to basically campaign
Yeah.
for the Emmys. There's also with Schitt's Creek. It's also it's last season.
Yeah.
And that's like, well, we should give them some awards.
Mhm.
Like, it's not like a cut and dry, this was the best show. And again, this isn't about Schitt's Creek. I've never seen an episode. All I've heard is good things about it. But there's just more that goes into it. And the same thing with the audition process.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna raise my hand. We should put ourselves up for the Emmys next year.
For
Yes.
what?
That's a category
For what category?
for unscripted talk show.
We can do that?
Yeah.
I
Let
thought,
me find
I
out.
thought somebody had to, like, pick you.
No.
You submit.
You
You submit yourself?
submit. You pay for submission. Yeah.
How much?
It's you got it.
How's it
For
get?
podcasting? You can do, for this could be unscripted?
It's just
Yeah,
unscripted.
this is an unscripted talk show.
Who will watch this and say yes or no? White people?
Other Emmy, so I would become an Emmy member. You could become an Emmy member, like a member of the Academy,
What you talking?
and then those people get to vote. So I would be able to, and you can only vote on the category that you
You're
are a
in?
member in. So like when I was for your consideration and I was for Atypical, I didn't realize that I could have become an Emmy member prior to that, so I could have voted for myself. But luckily, my friends voted for me that were already.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't know what I thought. I don't be knowing that.
Patreon said they got $10 on the submission if we need it.
We should do it like the Red Table Talks. That's how they were nominated for I think a daytime or something.
So we could be Emmy submitted podcasts. Like maybe if we don't get the nomination, we could be like Emmy submitted.
It wouldn't be we would have to call it a talk show, but it's still
Okay, Emmy submitted talk show.
yeah, because
That's
there
got a
is
nice
a
ring to it. I
visual.
like it.
There is
Oh,
a
yeah.
visual to it.
Okay, Emmy submitted talk show. Here's the thing. I like that.
You like it? We should also see if they have a category for the NAACP awards. I'm here for all of that. Just FYI, if you didn't know. Wouldn't that be nice for you to have the little
I would.
the little thing with the wings sitting on your
That
desk?
is literally.
That?
Some people win them over and over and over and over and over
Yeah.
and over and over. I would like that.
Yeah, wouldn't you like
My
that?
arms don't go straight back.
And then
like-
what's the
Why'd you
NAACP
use your arms to do
awards?
that?
Because I work out. I don't just hike and then talk about it.
Oh,
I work out all the time.
Talk about
Did you
petty.
know that I have big petty energy? Because I do, sir.
Wow.
Or the NAACP, I think he's holding the world, I can't remember. I want all those. I want them to be just scattered across your desk. I want some to spill over here as well. But yeah, Josh can wear one across his gold chain that he be wearing when he gets a fresh
Intermittently,
haircut.
yeah, it's like an intermittent fast, you know. It
Yeah.
comes out once every few hours.
Yeah.
So speaking of the Emmys,
Yes, please, let's talk.
Zendaya.
Hey,
God bless.
yeah.
One.
And her
Zendaya is
lineage.
24. We
24 years old.
24 years old. She won over Jennifer Aniston and Laura Linney.
That's amazing.
Quick aside, Zendaya is amazing. We met her when Zeze was Zeze was rehearsing for Little Rascals. She was on either Kicking It or Just Kick It, some Disney show.
Right.
All the kids were nice, but like Zendaya was the one that the boys were like the most excited about because
Right.
she was like the biggest star of them.
Mhm.
Super nice. Have you seen Euphoria?
I did some voiceover for it. That's the only time I saw it.
You should watch. She is great.
Yeah, the little
show-
bit I saw, I was like, oh gosh.
I had to take a break for a second
Mhm.
because Zeze was getting ready to go to middle school, and watching that, I was like, oh my god.
This is the world he's getting ready to
Yeah,
enter.
Angel, I was
It's a
like,
lot.
sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that type of high school, I was like, you know, those like teeny bopper movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's different.
Right.
But this one, I was like, this girl is going through hell.
Yeah.
She's amazing in it, and she won the Emmy. And the New York Post put biggest upset. Zendaya wins over these people, and people were like, her fans missed what upset meant,
Uh-huh.
and they were like, I wasn't upset. Zendaya's performance in Euphoria was phenomenal. So there was a whole bunch of people not understanding what upset meant.
Uh-huh. They were
That's
like,
funny.
we ain't upset. We are very happy.
It's so funny because like the rest of the caption says wins over. Like I was certain. I actually thought Laura Linney would win because of how prominent of a show Ozark is,
Uh-huh.
or Jennifer Aniston.
I thought
Jennifer
Jennifer
Aniston, I
Aniston
had
was
to
gonna win.
apologize to her.
What show was she
The
in?
morning show on Apple TV.
Oh, I've got to watch it. I've never watched
Oh,
it.
it's
Is
really
it
good.
amazing? Oh, I can't wait.
It is literally the first time I have ever respected Jennifer Aniston as an actress.
Really?
Yes,
I
I mean
think she's amazing.
she can act.
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. I loved her in Horrible Bosses. I thought she was
She was
so
great.
funny. But what I felt like she was playing the same note a lot,
Uh-huh.
and she hadn't had a lot of chance to do anything different.
Mhm.
In this show, she has the ring. I was like, oh,
You said Jennifer?
okay, Jennifer. The
Jenny
show
from
is
the block.
also amazing,
Uh-huh.
and I wish Google and Batha Raw would have won something because I just thought she was amazing. Steve Carell's good in it too. But anyway, I would have thought they would have won over Zendaya because you know how the industry could be. You're young, we'll get you later
Uh-huh.
type of thing. But when Zendaya won, I was like, well, okay.
Well, she's very likable, so I can see how the Academy would be like,
Yeah.
no, this girl, for her age, what she's pulling off,
She,
give her a lot of
and
hand.
Disney stars that can shed the image, it's like boom or bust a lot of times. Like
Yeah.
Disney stars don't have just kind of like an okay career. There's a lot of actors who are just like, no, I be working. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a superstar,
Right.
but I'm not like small. Like I think his name is Roger Guenveur Smith.
Uh-huh.
He did a lot of Spike Lee
Yes,
movies.
uh-huh, all of
Solid career.
Solid.
Just I be working consistently. Giancarlo Esposito probably a higher version of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
because everything he's in, we be like this dude. Like you are like drawn to him.
Yeah.
He was in Mandalorian for like 1.5 episodes, and I was like, this guy.
This man.
Him as Gus in Breaking Bad, I was like, dang,
Man.
bro.
I
But
think-
Zendaya gave me that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She's amazing. It's well deserved. She was definitely in a heavy hitting category.
Yeah.
Like-
and she won.
Yeah, but she deserved it. It's not like it's not as if she wasn't worthy to sit in that category. Or when you look at who people are up against, and you think ain't no chance in HELL.
Hell.
Well, yeah. Can we say that?
You can say hell.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think you're using it as a descriptive.
Right. Yes, I was.
That was one of my workarounds when I was a kid. Like, go to hell. You can't say that. But y'all said
She's
it's
she's
real.
playing a girl dealing with like the whole drugs, all
Man.
the desensitized as far as in the sex and all of that stuff. I feel like you
There-
can't really knock Her.
Yeah, like it wasn't a sympathetic win. Somebody said that on Patreon. It wasn't a sympathetic win.
Yeah.
There's a scene where she goes to her drug dealer and is banging on the door, and he refuses to sell to her. And so in acting, what acting method were you trained under?
A bunch of them.
Uta Hagen, Stanislavski?
All of them.
Okay, so you know in the Stanislavski things and respect for acting, they're like, you need to win this scene.
Mm-hmm.
You need to try your different things. If you don't try this,
Right.
try that. Like you could see her going down the
Those
like.
are tactics.
I'm gonna yell at you. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, let me plead with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let me play desperation. Now let me go. Now let me play. We've been best friends forever. And then none of that's working. So now I'm just, obviously as an actress you don't play mad.
Mm-hmm.
Let me play. I will bust this door down.
Mm-hmm.
And when strung together in a role, you see, oh, this girl is
It's
out
good,
here
yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you ever see scenes like that? You be like, I would have killed that, cuz I'll fire you.
Sometimes, not often. If I'm really into it, if I'm not into it,
Mm-hmm.
it's not so much, oh, I would have killed that. I'd be thinking, what was you thinking, baby?
Do you see people book stuff that you audition for and they suck compared to you?
No, there's so many talented black actresses out here. There's only a couple of times where I'm just like, no. There is one. Is there one? Yes, there is. Trash. Big trash she is. Big trash energy. That she just was garbage. And truly, I was just like her. It was actually a comedy. Her jokes were flat. Her character was one-dimensional. And I was like, not even 2 dimensions, one. And I was just like, why? Why did y'all hire her? Then they hired her again and she was big trash again.
Consistency.
Consistent big trash. She works a
I didn't
lot.
think you were gonna. She actually works a lot.
Yeah, they're white folk like her.
Yeah.
And there's a different, and I'm like, they love when people coon it up.
Look at the coons. Come on, look at the coons.
Hey,
Come on,
yeah.
coon it for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the coons.
Yeah, so no, her. But for the most part, there'll be stuff and I'll watch it and usually they're just, I don't think people really realize because we only know about the Regina Kings and the
Yeah.
Zendayas and stuff. There are some beasts out here as far as in black actresses. I'm talking about beast. So a lot of times if I don't book something, especially in the dramatic form, when I watch it, I'm like, oh, hey, girl, you showed up. I am not mad at it. You showed up. So, no, I'm not that, I'm also not that petty either. I am petty, but I'm not that petty. A lot of times I just be watching and enjoying. And sometimes I do get critical, but not like,
I was gonna audition for Hulu's Woke, but it had so much cussing in it, and I was like, I just can't. Like,
oh, look at you and your morals.
I know.
Is that the line? That's your line? Is you don't
I
want
don't even know anymore.
to?
I don't like. Let me say this part, and then I'll answer that.
Please.
I watched the whole season in one day, and T. Murph is so freaking amazing. I couldn't have been him. You know what I mean? Like when they cast him, like I said, I didn't even audition for it. I was just like, no, thank you. But when they cast him, I was like, you make this great. You make the show, you do your thing, and I kind of feel how you're like, oh, you showed up. Like he's funny in a way that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And his beard is full, his hairline is to the front, and I was just like, man, he comes off. He's great for the role.
Right.
But it's so cool to see your friends who are coming up at the same time as you, like have success. When he was in the Times Square, which is a dream of mine. Two more dreams that are just there that haven't been achieved yet. One is seeing myself in Times Square, and 2 is flying private. The rest I've pretty much done.
Kevin, you can fly private tomorrow if you wanted to.
Yeah, I know though.
You want somebody else to fly you private?
No,
Or you want
not
all the
that.
what?
I just want it to be right. I
Ah.
don't want to just be like, oh, I flew to Barstow.
Are you gonna do the obnoxious thing? I told Risha not to do it, and I like the way she did it when she just flew private. I said, don't do the obnoxious, walk out of your car, walk onto the thing as if nobody's recording you. You know how people do?
You
I'm
realize
absolutely doing
we
that.
have the treatment for that to be happening with Kev.
What's the point of flying private if you don't do that? just to
It's
do
so,
it.
you need to be more creative.
I did it when I flew
I can
jet
do it
suite.
reverse.
I had the other passengers on there. I was like, "Yo, can you wave me up real quick?" Because I flew jet suite. I was like, "This isn't it."
I
But
can go from the plane
No.
backwards into my car,
You gotta
but
do-
that walk up behind me,
It's so corny.
With the
y'all.
red
Corny,
carpet?
corny, I don't care.
they lay out the carpet for you.
Man, what?
I
I
know,
want the
I-
flight attendant to drop the thing down, red carpet, flap, 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 flap. I wanna look back. Lift it up? Yes.
I just feel like if that is going, like you said, with all the things you post, you want to make sure like the last thing you post be the dopest thing. And why would you have something corny like that?
It's not corny to me. I'm big leaping.
That's not a big
We
deal.
talking big leaping, spending
If
cheap.
you were to die on that plane, that would
Then
not
no,
be.
but then he went straight to heaven on me.
Well, you better have Policy Genius if you do. September's National Life Insurance Awareness Month. Right now, you can save $1,500 or more a year using Policy Genius to compare your life insurance policies. Kevin,
Yes.
tell us about your experience with Policy Genius.
Well, as an employee of my own company, I have to get my own life insurance.
Yes, you do, sir.
I don't have the luxury of having, my life insurance tied to my work.
Yeah,
I gotta go out and get my own. And frankly, Angel, I was a little afraid. I was like, man,
it's hard.
it's hard, and I thought it was expensive. And Policy Genius made it a lot easier for me. It didn't take any time at all. I was like, oh, this is not so bad. If I pass away now, at least I know my family is okay. If I pass away in my private jet,
They're
my
fine.
wife's gonna be like, she's gonna buy a private jet. That's how good my life insurance is.
Well, this is what Policy Genius is. It's an insurance marketplace built and backed by a team of industry experts. Here's how it works. Step 1, head to policygenius.com, and in minutes you can work out how much coverage you need and compare quotes from top insurers to find your best price. Step 2, apply for the lowest price. Step 3, the Policy Genius team will handle all the paperwork and red tape. Policy Genius has a 5-star rating across 1,600 reviews
Oh, yeah.
on Trustpilot and Google. So, if you need life insurance, head to policygenius.com right now to get started. You could save $1,500 or more a year by comparing quotes on their marketplace. Policy Genius. When it comes to insurance, it's nice to get it right. When we talk about trusting something, when it comes to today, and like money and working and stuff like that, there is one site that I have trusted and I will never ever not trust it, and that is good old PayPal.
PayPal,
I'm
cuz!
telling you what, PayPal been around for so long and it has never done me wrong. I love me some PayPal. I'm a part of Mocha Moms, which is a organization, like a support group for mothers of color. And so a lot of times when a mom in the group has a baby, we'll put together some money to get
Like
the
a little
mom
care
meals.
package?
Yes, so
Yeah.
we're able to use PayPal. We do like a little PayPal.me, send the person somebody money,
The
and then
best.
they take care of getting the food.
Listen,
So it's like something that we're still able to do even during this time where we're not able to like see the mom to be in the baby. We
and
can
let me
still
tell you what,
take care
Angel,
of
I trust PayPal.
Yes.
I pay all my
them.
employees
Amen, you do?
via PayPal.
Yeah.
You know, invoice
Yes.
come in, invoice paid.
Immediately.
As soon as that email come in, it's paid. Josh, I've been
That's
paying
the
Josh on
fastest.
PayPal for 3 years.
Yes.
I send money, and I'm talking about sometimes I got to send some things. You understand me?
Right.
PayPal like, yeah. I'll be like, PayPal? They be like, I got you.
I got you. So with PayPal, with the PayPal app, sending and receiving money is faster or easier. Stay connected with people you love. Quickly and securely send money to friends and family just about anywhere in the world. Start a money pool to split the bill. Go in on a gift or fundraise for a good cause. Support the places and causes you care the most about. Make touch-free QR code payments at your favorite local restaurant
Been
or
seeing that.
farmer's market.
Didn't see that.
Donate to a local nonprofit or support a cause from across the country. PayPal is making it easy to pay safely, quickly, and easily. Did I say that twice? No, I said it right. Download the PayPal app today. Terms and conditions apply. I'm telling you, I love me some PayPal.
I use PayPal. There's probably in the last 3 years not a week where I haven't said PayPal.
Yeah.
I pay the Keep Your Distance comedians on PayPal. I pay employees via PayPal. When we go out to dinner and like either I pay and Mel and Greg PayPal me or
Yeah.
they pay, whoever's getting the miles. Group trips, we come in PayPal. It's PayPal all day.
Listen, PayPal or bust.
All right. Next thing that I find interesting,
What do you find interesting, sir?
Gucci, and you gotta put a picture up here.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Gucci.
The things folk do.
Okay, I don't know how to translate how many pounds this is, but Gucci unveiled 600 pounds. They cost 600 pounds.
I'm gonna find out.
Jeans with fake grass stains on the knees as part of its grungy new collection. All I know about the pound is it's stronger than the dollar.
It's 700 and no. That's sterling. Hold on. I was about to give you
That's
something.
pound sterling.
Oh, $764.15.
U.S.
Yes.
$764.
You got to be kidding me. You got my kids do this for free.
Angel, when I tell you, I had so many jeans growing up that were utterly destroyed from grass stains, and my mom was like, wash them. I would watch those Tide commercials and be like, yeah, but it doesn't though.
You know what?
I think we played harder as kids than our kids outside. that is,
Oh, absolutely.
than our kids do. So when I saw this, I was like, so apparently it's not even real grass, it's like a paint that they
Yeah,
put
they
on the
just-
jeans.
And these jeans are terrible looking.
With the big loafer, what is
I
that?
think it is is this for men? Is this for men who don't
These are
know?
men.
Yeah, that don't know how to work in the
That's
you know,
what it is,
on the
Angel.
house and the field, so they're like, feel like a manly man. Let your
That's what
balls
it
drop
is.
in our grass stained jeans. Like, what are
Let your
you?
ball-
Let your balls hang low in our Gucci grass stained jeans.
Can you imagine a dude who's obviously not like a handy, just walking up with Gucci with it tucked in? Like, I did man work
There's
today.
gonna be a Michael Kors cologne that smells like grass work. I've been out here working so hard, wearing a tool belt as a fashion statement.
Do you know what outside? Do you tell your kids they smell like outside?
Oh my gosh.
What is out? If you had to explain it, what does outside smell like to you?
What? I'm a little hard.
I said a video one time. Outside to me smells like I'm talking over you.
Okay.
I don't want you to repeat that.
I'm so sorry.
It smells like a mixture of sweat,
Uh-huh.
dirt,
Uh-huh.
and like dog licks, and a little bit of like maybe it's gonna rain outside, and that's what outside comes. Let me tell you what's hard about parenthood.
Uh-huh.
The moments before your children realize they are full on musty.
Oh!
As they grow
Woo!
and just be like, oh yeah, I'm out here. And you be
Mm-hmm.
like, fam, you know, and they just, let me tell you the hardest thing in my life. Enough.
Yeah.
When I was a youth pastor,
Oh, you had to deal with all of them smells.
children's church, we used to when church would run long, we used to there was a playground across the street of the church. We used to let these kids run around. Like, okay, the Holy Ghost in, y'all just go run around. The lesson over. We did
Yeah.
snack, it's over. And then they would come back in,
Woo!
and church still be long, and that must be like, yo, musty here?
Praise the Lord, hallelujah!
Angel, musty children,
It's the worst.
they smell like whoppers.
I'm not
in
excited
production.
about this. I'm not excited. My kids don't stink yet, other than the pee in the pants. Their room be smelling like straight up piss. I am not excited for the sweat glands to really start pumping out. I'm hoping they're like their dad. Marcus keeps a very low odor. So do I, for the most part. But I'm hoping their like hygiene is that
For the
way.
most part.
I say for the most part because I have a strong sense of smell. So sometimes I feel like I smell something that other people can't smell.
Ah.
When I was pregnant, I was like, is that me? Ain't nobody said nothing. Is that me? You get that vampire smell. So I was smelling myself. Ooh, Lord have
You was
mercy.
big, musty, and pregnant?
That's what it felt like. It felt like I could, that is one of the worst parts of pregnancy is that you can smell everything. So I could smell betwixt my butt cheeks every day. It didn't matter if I had just washed them. I could smell my anus and I hated it. I was like, oh my God, how am I still married? How is this
Why would you
possible?
use the word betwixt and then follow it up with butt cheeks?
Butt cheeks.
You
That's
sound like
what
you
it
had
was.
a
And
monocle on.
Then just let anus roll off the tongue.
There you go.
Dearest sir, I write to you and I smell must betwixt my butt cheeks.
Oh my, it's the worst. Cause you really feel like I am a filthy person. There's nothing that I can do to fix this.
I be musty.
You be stinking.
Them workouts, them hikes, even just like a long day. I remember a couple weeks ago, Saturday, I was like, you know, the moment you're like, okay, I should take a shower, but I am exhausted.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you really like, if I take a shower, I'll wake all the way up,
Yeah.
and this maybe, you know, let's won't say nothing. So I remember I had a particularly long day, and I got into bed, and she was like, oh.
Who's that with you?
She was like, you're gonna go ahead and, you're gonna just go ahead and get in.
Mm.
I was like, what's up? He was like, yeah, you've had a long day. You were sweating. She was like, you had a long day, you were sweating.
Mm.
So if that's your choice, that's fine.
Oh,
Just usually we respect each other a little more.
oh, that was, we respect each other.
I was in the shower, I was like, I'm tired.
No.
Now when I used to be on the road,
No, you just got in there, butt, duty.
naked,
Oh, they gotta burn them sheets.
sweaty.
Ew.
I mean, I didn't always do it because I don't, for the most part, I have to be like really exhausted because I don't like to get into the bed
Dirty.
dirty. I just
Yeah.
don't. But sometimes, we've all had, don't
Oh,
judge me,
I've been
we've all
there.
had those days where you just like, I know, I really do. The thought of waking up, like it's usually you've been looking forward to being asleep for so long.
Yeah.
And the thought of waking up to just to get it's gonna,
Right.
and now what if it takes longer to get back to full on tired?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but that day I was like, you right. I just go, you know, I was just kind of see where you was at. You know, you was fully awake.
She's like, where I'm at is you get out of this
Man, she did it with the kindness of, well, you had a long day, so.
bed. Yeah.
But as a kid, man, I was the worst.
Oh, yeah, my kid sheets, I'm just like, this is terrible. The way you all just get in here just so foul. You just get in here just disgusted. Were these sheets outside? That's what I be want to know. Did we take these sheets to the beach? Where did the sand come from?
Is that one of the reasons you wanted a girl? Do you
I-
know, do girls not be musty?
No, girls can have a scent too. Girls can be stanky.
My nieces have never been steak. My nephews,
They've been
I'd be
fun.
like, if you ever come in the room and I swallow because my senses are off, my body's just like, hold on.
What just happened? Did you just eat some pumpkins?
Ouch. I'm telling you, that church, man, running children's church, because then, like, what happened is, like, kids would sweat onto the carpet,
Yeah.
and you know that, like, gym smell that never
Ugh.
quite goes away?
Oh,
I'd be like, ain't nobody gonna get the Holy Ghost in these conditions.
oh, listen, that reminds me of Bikram yoga. This is why I won't go back. Because you can smell the sweat from the other classes that have been in there before. It doesn't matter if you bring in a new mat, that new mat is gonna come back out smelling like all those crunchy, hippie white folks.
Angel, I did a hot, I don't know what Bikram yoga is.
It's
That's
hot,
what exactly
yoga.
it is.
Okay, I went to hot yoga one time.
One time. Yeah,
Opening the door.
it,
First of all, it's literally hot.
It's-
in
yeah.
there. I couldn't get into the poses.
oh.
I was just like, how y'all this much have to be? This was the first downward dog. Y'all don't smell the butt downward?
room
You already can't
has-
breathe in there because it's so hot.
The
I thought I was
room
gonna
has the
hyperventilate.
funk. It's
Mhm.
horrible. It
It's in the
smells.
paint.
It's yes, it is. You're not lying. It's in the paint. It's in the floors. It's in the people. And I only went once, and I left early because they were like, "We'll let you know when you leave." No, I'm leaving right now because I'm about to tell all y'all about yourselves. You're disgusting. You over here trying to get one with yourself. Get one with some shore or something.
I remember being in middle school, man. There is the worst. I'm talking about the worst fear is smelling must and not knowing if it's you or not being sure.
You do all the checks.
Ah, Josh, be like, ha, you crazy.
Right. You gotta do.
You're
all
going to
of
douse
it.
somebody. Hey man,
And I had my days. I kept that starter coat on. Like, Kev, you hot?
Nope.
No, not at all. You're sweating profusely. I was cool, man.
Oh, no,
I'm gonna catch up with y'all.
Cooking onion rings in here. It was fine. Yeah, ain't nothing like just feeling, smelling, or looking dirty. So the fact that a company would charge $700 some to look dirty.
And that's the crazy thing, Angel. Like, whoever's their creative, like, came up with that, he put that on a board, right? Like drawings.
Mm-hmm.
So what's this green and brown here? That, okay, good, great question. That's dirt and grass.
I thought it was doo-doo.
That's what it.
I literally thought it was doo-doo when I saw
Number
it.
Dookie. Oh, he ate a bunch of greens. Oh,
That's
it's
the
terrible.
thing that fashion always, like, it behooves me because it takes multiple approvals for that to be like, oh, okay, we're gonna put this in mass production.
Yes. The paint is one thing. The cut and fit of these pants.
Oh.
This flat-booted man with these boot-cut wide-leg pants with these loafers on. I'm confused on
Are
where
they
we're
Gucci?
going.
Oh, they're Gucci loafers, that's why. There's so much jean hanging over the back and
There
bottom.
is so much, and they're so high-waisted. That thing is underneath this man's nipples.
Listen, let me tell you what. White people, they be having negative booty. It
Okay.
looks like someone is pulling them forward. When they walk,
Yeah.
it looks like someone has a string on them.
It's an inverted booty.
It's a concave, inverse concave booty, and they're just kind of like,
Yeah.
and it be tucked in.
It's
Now I'm sitting on that thing.
it's a different IBS. It's
I don't-
inverted
Nah,
booty syndrome.
and people have
I
told
get it
me.
different.
That's hilarious.
I don't want you
Angel.
to ever call your butt that thing.
I sitting on that pamper. I didn't want to say it, but listen,
Not that pants.
I got a pamper. I've had gentlemen who are, homosexual. They have complimented me.
On your, on your
Hey,
Kev got that onion.
All right, Kev.
Kev
hey,
got that.
and not even like trying to holler, just like, hey, like the same thing. And this lady, they was like, hey, my boy, I see you out there.
Kev, you're just like,
I'm just like, sir, thank you, but I be walking in the shower, like going to the mirror, I be like, dang, Kev, you out here.
You feel like you look like a baseball player.
I,
That's what,
I'm big trunk.
uh-huh.
Like my legs are big, not necessarily muscular, just large, just like very big, and that I'm sitting on that thumper.
That thumper.
I'm sitting on that thumper. It's part of who I am.
That thumper.
I-
Thump, 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 thump.
I'm just sitting on that. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Back be hurting. You know what I'm saying? Wallet. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a lot, man. I do my best, but I got that dong.
Yeah, you do.
Dumps like a truck. Truck. Guys like what?
But it's,
Can you move your butt? But. Let me see it again.
but at least it's a Maserati truck, okay? That makes having a booty. Okay, if you got a booty like a Maserati.
I have a booty like a Maserati.
You said
And I have a
something
Maserati.
like
I even bought a portable vacuum for the Maserati.
that. Good for you.
I'm gonna tell you what I realized. I like cars.
Mhm.
I just hadn't had a car I liked.
That you like the
Come on.
Now that I have the one that I like, I'd be like dust. I don't want to take it to the hike. I now, when I go hiking, I have another pair of slippers in the trunk.
So that you
I put my dirty shoes in the back, put the slippers on, because I just can't be tracking in
You are turning into a Karen.
dirt and
I
park the jerks who park far and crooked.
You're one of them.
I'm the
This guy.
jerks. Hey, are you? There's a lot of Corollas over here. No, I really don't do that. I just can't park.
My husband's that guy.
With the Mustang?
With any vehicle that is his.
No.
He be the guy with the truck doing that?
Yes. he
Oh
does not
my
care.
gosh.
But he'll park far away.
Yeah.
Like where nobody else is
Okay.
parking, but he is like, he gets mad when I pick the one spot that's like in between. Angel, you could have parked back there. Or I could park where I am parking
Married
and not
couples
walk
be
as far.
getting into it over parking spaces.
Get into it over everything. I hate that he likes to flip up my visor when he feels like I'm done using it.
Wait, he'll reach over and flip it?
Yes, if it's down and I've already looked at myself and it's still down.
Like it's obstructing his view?
Yes.
That's such a specific thing to be.
He's specific about everything.
Why does it bother him?
Everything bothers Marcus. I don't understand. I feel like I thought you all knew him by now. Everything bothers him.
So I've been texting Marcus because he carries a knife with him everywhere.
Everywhere.
So I randomly just text Marcus, have you used that knife today? So yesterday I did it, and he had a picture of him cutting an orange. He's like, already. And then today, I hadn't even had a chance to text him yet, and he sent some picture of him like, I don't know what he was doing with it, but I was like, Marcus, you're not even like, that's not even necessary. It was like, it's never necessary. I just be using the knife for stuff.
To open the doors to get in here, he uses the knife. Like, so he doesn't touch the handle. He uses the
He
handle
pulls a knife out of his pocket just to.
to open up the doors. He's like, Angel, don't touch that. Don't touch that. And he'll.
Does he really?
Yes. Yes.
Greg carries a knife too.
You gotta get a part of the knife group.
I
He kept being stabbed himself in his donk. He was like, I deflated my cheeks. I was playing with the knife. I was trying to
this
be.
is cornbread Fred. Ain't no deflation here.
Don't you get offended? Hey.
No.
Ain't butt shot.
Ain't no Dr.
BBL.
Miami out here.
Ain't no
There's a
BBL
lot.
out here.
It's a lot of cornbread and potatoes. You understand me? This is homegrown booty. This is real thick salt.
Real thick salt.
I wish it was a good thing for a man. I wish it was like a thing
I
that you
agree.
could like benefit from. Like, man, Kev, he received, but he's sitting on that thing. Like, I want women to, Melissa just be like, you got a big old booty. And I be like,
I wish it was a thing too, because I gave ones to most of my sons. Most of my sons are about to grow up with donks, and I feel so bad because they're also going to be tall, so they're going to have big butts in everybody's faces. And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
it's not really a good thing for men.
No, it's no. I mean, unless you are not football, but a baseball player.
Yeah, they be strong.
Start playing baseball. Camp on baseball.
Man, let me tell you what's hard. Hitting a fastball.
you.
Even in the batting cages, and those are just straight.
Yeah.
I can't imagine hitting a curveball or a slider. Like, have you seen these things?
Yes.
I don't know how they do it. And the doggone time from release to hit. I was talking to Josh about it. He was like, you got to be here when they're here. And you, bruh, no.
I can't hit a slow ball, so it doesn't really matter.
I can
Slow
hit.
pitch
them.
is pretty hard too, though. The one where they toss it up and you got to hit it on its way down.
Let me be clear. I can't hit a ball.
Oh,
Are you not
That's-
athletic?
I am athletic in different ways than that.
Athletic adjacent.
my hand-eye coordination is not the strongest.
Really?
Like, so trying to time things out and then me thinking where I am swinging is where my mind said it was. And then I look and I'm like, I was 2 feet lower than what I thought I was
That's
going to do.
Melissa and her sisters, all great tracks. Well, her and Nick now. But they were so athletic when it came to running faster than people.
Mhm.
But if you threw a ball at them, they were a baby deer. I mean, any oblong, round sphere, they just.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Zay is super fast. Joe is an athlete. He just started back soccer yesterday, or like practicing. And so Melissa bought him a soccer ball, and I'd be like trying to play with him, but he's so much better than me. It's infuriating because he'd be kicking the ball through my legs,
Oh, and you.
and I'd be like, "Why don't you play basketball?
What?
If you played basketball, I could at least be like, oh, my dad could teach me a thing or two."
Yeah.
Soccer, I don't know what's happening a lot of times. I'm learning, but he be embarrassed. He made me. We used to play in the living room of our old house. I mean the front yard. He kicked it through my legs. I tripped over my foot and he scored. The next day he gave me a card with him, a picture of him with a soccer ball at his feet, and it said, "I'm sorry I made you fall." That is my child.
He's hysterical.
He is me,
Uh-huh.
but like really athletic,
Mhm.
but with the like confidence of me in all things.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot.
It's a lot, Kevin.
Next up, Angel.
What we talking about, Kevin?
This is just really interesting to me.
What?
People who miss the experience of being on an airplane are paying for flights that land exactly where they started.
I figured you were people.
No, I don't love. I'm low key loving not to travel.
Get out!
I really now I do miss vacation travel,
Yes.
right? I definitely was one of those people who traveled so much that I had gotten to a routine. Like that's who it is. Like business
Yeah.
travelers, people who travel, you know, more than 100 flights a year. But I don't miss traveling so much that I will just pay to go from Taiwan to Taiwan?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how much money I would have to make in order to waste that type of money, because that kind of seems fun to me.
Really?
Yeah.
You would go up in a flight and just get back. The process of the airport is,
Well, that part, nobody won.
so you're doing that.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
Are
like,
you
that's the
Are you
most
sure
of
they're
it.
doing that? I feel like
You
that's
have to go to the airport,
Yeah, but this is in another country. Maybe they did it.
but you can't, you still have to.
Don't ruin my dream, Kevin. Let me just pull up.
So Royal Brunei, or Brunei, I don't know how that's pronounced.
Don't think I'm gonna help you.
Airlines is offering a dine-and-fly program where customers enjoy catered meals of local cuisine as they explore Brunei's pristine fly zone. So they go up in the sky and eat the food from the place they already live.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Does it? You lying.
No, I'm dead serious.
You really would get up in a plane and go around and
It's
come
like
back.
a hot air balloon, except for.
But that's a hot air balloon. I could do it for that, a helicopter, a small engine. That's a different experience. But just get back on the 737.
If it's like, if I'm getting first class experience, yes.
Angel,
God.
these tickets cost from $575 to $2765.
That's what I said. It depends on how much money I am making in life. Not right now. It sounds stupid, but I'm not.
That's also true.
If I had more money, I'd be like, you know what? I was gonna go to Mr. Chow's, but instead I'm gonna get on the plane and eat some Mr. Chow's.
I can't imagine. If you had $100 million, I still couldn't see you
Oh
doing
my
it.
gosh, I would have a blast. I would get my kids dressed up. Oh yes,
Dressed up for what?
to go on a plane and be fancy rich people. Yep, I would have on a hat.
I really miss traveling to vacation places. I don't miss it that much.
Oh, I would.
To go back and then just be at LAX again?
It's perfect.
You're getting out of LAX?
Well, I mean, okay, let's say it's Burbank Airport.
Okay, now you're talking. Burbank is a totally different experience. If I could fly to Burbank all the time,
You would love traveling because
you
you
get
just
there
show
like
up.
20, 30 minutes before.
Yeah, so that's the experience that I'm talking about. You're making up an experience that's not the experience that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the experience where I show up, I go, hey Sarah, yeah, we've got seats for 4. Yeah, we left the baby at home. And then,
Why you living apart?
I don't know, he hasn't flown yet, it'll hurt his ears. And just sitting down, and don't you love when you fly first class and they get you like champagne, like right
I think champagne is the worst thing on earth.
Oh.
Champagne is worse than beer. I hate.
Nah, I'll drink champagne over beer any day.
Champagne is
Okay, maybe it's not
amazing.
worse than beer.
It's
I really
not.
hate beer.
You gotta find the right ones, and the cheaper ones I find to
I
be a
could
lot.
not believe you said that.
I mean, I'll drink expensive champagne, don't get me wrong.
How do you like cheap champagne?
Because a lot of the times I can find better flavors in the cheaper champagne. There's,
Champagne comes in flavors?
yeah,
I
champagne.
thought champagne was the flavor.
No, like, so you can find like a drier champagne, you can get
Brut is the worst.
a brut is great for mimosas.
I hate mimosas.
God, you don't want us to be friends.
Mimosas are so much
You
champagne.
can do more orange juice and just have bubbly, but I just wanted to have a twinge of orange
I
juice.
saw this tweet. Somebody had orange juice. They filled the champagne flute all the way up, and they had orange juice in a spray bottle. And
Yeah.
they sprayed 2 sprays.
That's it. That's all I need. Champagne gets me lit so quick. But you don't love when they're like, oh, what do you want to drink as soon as you sit down?
So in first class, I do. I feel like the presentation of mimosa is better than a mimosa. Same thing with champagne. Champagne looks fancy and extravagant, but then when you do this, it's the worst.
That's why I like, there are certain ones that I don't enjoy as much, but there are ones that I love and you cannot stop me from, and then it gets me lit after one glass. Like, I feel rich. After that, I'm telling you, I own every
Is that your
wine.
rich dad?
Yes, this is my rich dance. This is how I carry my rich purse. Yes, that's our seats. Yes, could you move them? Yeah, please. Yeah.
First class will do that to you.
I love it. I love when I book shows that aren't in LA and they have to fly your first
Oh.
class.
It's the best.
It's the best. So that's what I'm assuming, that this is like a first class experience.
Yeah, it is.
And we're gonna get gourmet food and we just fly around and laugh and live above everyone else for a little bit. I can't believe that your bougie self.
But to me, the travel part is the best thing for me is landing in a new place. even like when we went to Europe, because we went to Europe, I know you haven't had a chance to go yet. U.S. continental, ugh. Anyway, when we landed in Rome and Paris and London, you can tell that you're in a different country just by the airports, right? All the planes are a whole bunch of planes you've never seen. Getting into the jetway, and it's in French.
You mess it up. Tom, Deborah, this fool can't talk. He can't say nothing. He over here talking about he's rich. Yeah, but the only way he's gonna stay rich is if he uses honey. These days, it feels like online shopping is the only shopping we're really doing. That's where today's sponsor, Honey, comes in. It's free. It's a free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and automatically applies the best one available at checkout. So, you get Honey on your computer for free, and in 2 easy clicks by going to joinhoney.com/RR.
RR.
Then when you check it out on one of its over 30,000 supported sites, Honey pops up, and all you have to do is click to apply coupons.
It's the best. It's like swiping your Ralph's card.
Boom.
Like you don't have to even think about it. You just buy your stuff, do it. They'll tell you what's on sale. You don't have to worry about it.
No, you don't have to worry about it. So you wait a few minutes, and as Honey searches for coupons for the site, it'll find it for you. So you're not having to be like, does this work? Does this work? Honey gonna do it.
Honey gonna do it, boy.
And if Honey finds working codes, it applies the best one to your cart. That's the best. When you find out, like, oh, I was going to use the 20% off, but they found a 40% off. What? Okay, guys. So it's simple. If you have a computer, Honey should be on it. It's free,
Yes.
and it works with whatever browser you use. You can get Honey for free today at joinhoney.com/RR.
RR.
Again, that's joinhoney.com/RR.
RR.
Yeah. Now, what were you saying when you were saying French France?
Well, just landing in a different country is just great. It's so like, and that's one thing that COVID took from us. Is just, I mean, you can go to Tulum. Everybody's going to Tulum. You've been to Mexico, right?
I've been to Baja, Mexico, not
So no.
that's fun.
Baja, California, sir. You've been to Cuba?
I have.
You have a great story from Cuba.
Uh,
So you've been out of the United States. You just haven't been to Europe.
Right. I've been to a lot of the Caribbean. I think I'm actually going to tell that whole Cuba story on stage at the.
Next to your distance?
Mhm.
So good. Have you been to Africa? Any countries in
I
Africa?
have not been across the Atlantic or across the Pacific. Okay.
You've been to Hawaii.
No, that's across the Pacific. We were actually going to try to go this year, actually. And then COVID said, where you going?
COVID was just a bully. COVID was just like, y'all had plans.
Hey.
What was you finna do? You finna shoot a movie?
Right.
What you finna do? Take some photos? Crossing there? We just finna go on tour? Y'all thought y'all had plans.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't going. Angel, it's been 7 months.
Yeah.
I was going, so Melissa was doing her photo shoot. We went to the commons around our house. They had a flyer that said coming soon, Black Widow on May 1st. It was in September. I felt like in the apocalyptic movies where time was frozen. Actually, it was super eerie. When we first started quarantine, and I would go to the grocery store and see all these businesses boarded up and nobody nowhere. I was low-key kind of freaked out.
It was crazy.
And a lot of businesses are not coming back.
It's game over for them. They're done. They said, let's cut our ties right now.
Literally.
Up in debt.
We couldn't the businesses were paycheck to paycheck too. They used to try to make us feel bad. The airline industry, speaking on them, they asked for the COVID bailout 3 days into the pandemic.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, we not about to be over here going under. Give us the money.
Oh, but where's your savings at?
Kevin, but don't that make you want to shout that you've only grown since COVID? Don't that make you put a praise in your feet?
There's a praise
Huh?
on the inside that I can't keep to myself. Holla. Yes, it does. Because I thought it was bleak there for a minute.
It was?
Mhm.
Really?
The first week when all my it's just a minute. But when all them shows got canceled, there was a time that I thought me and Tahir would be back on the road in mid-April.
I remember seeing all those dates, and I was like, "Oh, those are disappearing like Back to the Future."
Angel.
You know when the picture of the dude
Yeah.
is going, your dates would just fade like that.
Angel, it was literally like, I remember somewhere around, I was like, when things had started going good right before D.L. Hughley passed out,
Uh-huh.
I told you, hey man, I'm about to go on the road. He was like, you think so?
All right.
That was what, June?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like August. Yeah, we'll be back in August.
Yeah. I was
October,
like, I don't know. I
mhm.
don't think Kevin knows how science works, but
Right.
that's okay.
I was also assuming we as a people was gonna be like, let's all wear the masks.
No.
And we were like, nah though.
No.
So anyway, it feels like people are just kind of like, I'm kind of going back to whatever I can
Mhm.
do. Mexico is being lit up. Tulum and Cabo are making a killing.
Because they're the only place that's allowing folk to come.
Mexico's like, build a wall,
Mm-hmm.
huh? Looks like you are gonna need the wall.
Yeah.
They can keep, all the other countries have kept us out.
Yeah.
One day I was looking anywhere on Delta's app, it was like, you cannot go here,
You
know.
cannot.
Some places you could quarantine for like 2 weeks, but I was like, bruh,
Ain't nobody got time for all that.
that's the whole thing.
Yeah, I know Canada, you have to quarantine for 2 weeks. Yeah, I cannot. I tried to find a Airbnb out here to,
Just to be away from your own address.
yes, just to be like, oh, we're gonna have fun somewhere. And then these people are charging astronomical.
No,
They were
yeah.
like $2,000 for the day. I said, I will literally take a crap on your countertop and leave it there. Charge it that much. Are you kidding me?
A crap on your
I
countertop?
will take a huge dump and leave it there. Make sure flies come in to swarm around it. All that money.
Odell Beckham would love that.
Listen, I'll give him the address. Go here. There's some poop waiting for you.
So are you just gonna do Thanksgiving and Christmas here?
Just what we did last year, so it's nothing's changed.
Do y'all ever go back to Kentucky?
We used to go to Kentucky every single Christmas. Thanksgiving though, no, this is the most expensive time to fly.
And it's the worst time to get out of LA. It
Exactly.
is literally the worst.
The difference is we used to do a Friendsgiving where there was like 30, 40 people over. People gonna have to.
Really?
Yeah, every year.
At your home?
At my home, and me and Marcus do all the cooking.
Marcus cooks?
He fries the turkeys. You don't.
Oh,
do
that's right.
nothing.
He was a whole big Popeye's turkey, isn't it good? And Marcus, I make Cajun maple. I would love to taste the fried turkey from him though.
Oh, they're good. He does do a really, really good job. And he might try the seasoning from Popeyes this year, just so you'll shut up. But
I don't know if they sell it out here.
oh well then
We
yeah.
used to get it in Washington.
Yeah, this year my friends might have to fend for themselves because we ain't about to have all them folk up in our
And
house.
Melissa was saying the same thing. We were supposed to have Thanksgiving at our house. And after all that, Melissa was like,
No. Yeah.
and honestly, man, I'm not tripping that much.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I love my family and stuff, but we've done all
You've
the
done
traveling
all
for
of the travel.
7 years.
Yeah.
We have done every time
Yeah.
we have gone. So I really felt like we were grown when Melissa and my brother's wife and my sister-in-law, the one I like, the middle one there.
You are terrible.
Me and Mel have cantankerous relationship.
It's a war.
But we are the most alike.
I can believe it.
We are more alike than Melissa and Mel.
The
or
way
Mel
y'all
did.
fell asleep on the floors made me think that as well.
And Mel was there when I had my worst set of my life
Oh wow.
here in LA.
With the water?
With the no. Well, those were equally bad. Some of the jokes actually worked that day. The closer just sucked. This day in LA, it was a dumpster fire from beginning to end.
Oh no.
It was so bad, Angel.
No.
And it was way worse because I was like, man, I'm gonna go to LA, man. I'm gonna make it, man. This will let me know that I can do it. And when I had that said, I was like, Boeing is a really safe place to
Get benefits, maybe 401k. They might match the 401k, you know?
Man, my doggone spirit was broken.
Oh Jesus.
When I came back home, I worked at Boeing strong. I was writing something else. I came up with glasses. Oh. Hey Kevin, how was it? Yes. the coordinates for the Ryanair 737 are a little delayed.
Things you
I gotta-
change, things you rethink your whole
Angel, I had a
dream.
typewriter. I was like, let me make sure you can have it. I want this printed out right now. Yeah, Bob, could you have that the TPS report to my desk, please? A little backed up here. I don't do comedy anymore. I'm just
Nothing
focusing
funny
on-
here.
Just making sure we're gonna be on our deadlines. Okay, no, I'm not gonna take a lunch today. I'm hungry for a TPS report. Angel, I was dead inside.
Oh, bless your heart.
I really worked at Boeing strong for 3 days, and I was like, this sucks again.
Right,
I can't
now,
believe they hired me.
some people, they see, they're like, he'll be great, they just don't know it's not at this.
I wonder if you got that job over qualified people for that job.
What, what?
Oh wow.
You said
I'm saying I
second?
wonder if he got that job over people who were actually qualified
Oh.
for that job.
Certain.
You said, absolutely.
And the black lady's the one who made sure I got hired.
Okay, come
And the
on.
white lady was like, I told you we should have done it.
We need to
And
find
that's the
a way.
one thing I feel bad about is, nah, it made the black lady look bad.
She gonna be able to help out. No other black
In
people.
her defense, though, that the time I got the Boeing job, I do a great job of convincing myself that I am serious about this. I was like, I got my kids, I got my mortgage. I'm gonna put these slacks on and fly these planes.
Man,
When
you're
Zay
right.
Zay got that call for Little Rascals, I was like, you peons, you'll be making planes for me. I completely, had he never booked that movie, that was such a turning point in my life.
Yeah.
Because I was on set, and it wasn't the glitz and the glamour. That wasn't it. It was that everybody was just at work.
They were just chilling.
The sound man was just
Yeah.
on his phone on a break. That's the image that clicks in my mind.
Mm.
The sound man, they were turning around. I've said this before. He shortened up his boom pole. He set it on his car. He pulled out Twitter, and he was like,
Ring
just
clear.
chill. And I was like, hold on. He's just chilling at work, but his work is making movies?
The thing that got me was the free food.
Oh, I gained about 15
Oh.
pounds.
The
during
craft
last
services and the catered lunches. I would always take a plate home
one.
to feed Marcus.
Angel.
I did. I'd be like, can I take some of this? What y'all gonna do? What y'all got
Why
plans
you
for?
did
The amount of food that they throw away
Exactly.
every single day after a day of shooting is disgusting.
It's disgusting.
When they got to pass arounds, round 3,
Yeah.
the crafty person would make something hot.
Something nice.
Angel,
Woo!
I was like,
Well,
I
that's
left
that.
Zay Zay on set by himself to make sure I got me quesadillas today.
Right.
Thank you, black
Oh,
black lady named Tasha who ran Crafty. Now, mind you, there's Crafty and there's catering.
Come on, somebody.
These are two separate
Double
things.
portion. Come on.
I'm
That's,
The-
that's what I saw.
Crafty, they got the little skillet for the quesadillas.
Josh!
Those quesadillas hit different, bro.
Josh!
Oh my God, he's mighty.
As much as I be hating a 6 o'clock call time, let me tell you, when I
They
was
make
That
the
breakfast? Come on, man!
hey, hot shit, shut it up. I'd be like, give me the veggie omelet, but put some shredded cheese on top of that to cook it in there, okay? Give me the hot, fresh salsa.
Look at the flick of the wrist of the West
Hey, hey.
That truck, and the best part is no matter what time you're called to set, they're already cooking. Someone's already eating.
In your nostrils.
Because the cruise call is always before you, and the food got to be ready for them.
For them.
I remember my first day, I was on Little Rascals set. I was like, where do you pay for the breakfast?
Oh, no.
They were like,
What?
it's catering. I was like, all of this? And then I went to the tent. I was like, there's no honor system? She was like, no.
Honest.
Angel, she had ice cream some days.
Yes.
I'm talking about, she made little
Every
Sundays.
day is different
Dude.
too.
Josh, I was like, Zay, do your little acting. Medium well on the steak.
Dylan, you have no idea. And I would want everything. They were like, we've got steak, fish, chicken, and shrimp.
Yes.
Which one do you
Yes.
want? I want the chicken, shrimp, and steak. Can we put it together? Either we have mashed potatoes or we have rib potatoes. Can you mash the rib potatoes into the mashed potatoes? I would get everything. And I would just
gained
get
so much
bigger
weight,
and
Angel.
bigger.
I gained so
And
much
other
weight.
actresses would be like, well, I can't eat that because I got to look thin. Do you? I don't think they hired me to look thin. They put me in scrubs, so I feel like I have free reign.
They
That's
say as
torture
is.
to have access to that and be like, oh, but I can't.
No. When I was pregnant and working, oh, the little paper container thing, will be so heavy. And they would feed me so well, they were like, yeah, having cereal and French toast and a breakfast burrito.
Shut up! You can't eat cereal and breakfast burrito and French toast?
And I wasn't done in oatmeal with the brown sugar and some milk, because I love my milk. And then to be healthy, I have a little bit of fresh fruit to help push it all out.
Yeah, there's different parts of the menu.
And I ate all of it.
No, you didn't!
Yes! Yes! And I used to sing about it. Oh!
That's how she got good at singing.
I got me some breakfast.
Come on, Angel.
I'd be so happy. Oh, you just can't. One day, Kev, when we do our movie, that's the thing that I'm looking forward to.
That's the thing I learned the family exchange movie I did, the biggest cost,
Food.
I was like, when you're paying for it, and I got it, because
Yeah.
I wasn't paying people, so they were like, you're gonna be going to the store every day.
Right.
They were stuffing their purses, their pockets, the least thing we did, we made sure them people ate. But we probably spent, the budget was like we probably spent $7,000-8,000 just on feeding people.
Yeah, but like, you
They didn't
eat
take their money
spaghetti
in that.
every day.
Oh.
You eat spaghetti. That's what you
You
get.
can't black mom a whole set.
Yeah, I did.
There's some spaghetti in there.
I did. I shot a
You see that
music
video?
video, and I know I've never seen that
Oh,
video.
it's black mom. Oh, she doesn't say that. It's a puppet. He just says there's some spaghetti in there the whole video.
That was me on my music video shoot. There's spaghetti. That's what y'all are having.
Black people we took over spaghetti.
Yes, we did.
Because you can make a
Italians, what?
lot. You can make a lot for so little.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh, we've just been everywhere, Kevin. We've been everywhere.
Man, I miss Crafty so bad.
I know. I can't wait for the day.
I haven't had, because them big movie sets, man.
That's what I love. I love working on them. And I'd be like, I should care about my figure, shouldn't I? But I don't.
That's the thing for me, like, part of it is, it's in your face and it's free. You know, we grew up poor. I
That's
can't
what it
let
And
it
if
go.
it's offered, I was raised better than to say no
Oh,
something
I-
offered to me,
I got
especially
a
food.
mother.
Josh, you get it. I'd be like,
Y'all gonna throw this away?
ain't no way possible. Give me that. I got 16 kids at home. They can all eat from this truffle
Man.
of egg rolls y'all got.
Truffle.
You could finesse the trades.
And they be having the champagne of sodas. They be having ginger ale.
Oh,
You don't get ginger ale just
Ginger
anywhere.
ale is
Not
nice.
even Seagram's
Soda
either.
On.
they be having the good one.
They be having the
I don't
good.
even know the name of it because I've never had it.
Yvonne, when we went to her house and shoot Dear Kev, she had a tray of insecure food. I was like, man, you have money. She was like, I'm Nigerian. Every day. I said,
That
She
was-
offered it. She was just
she
like,
had the big tray, the
Oh.
like serving dish.
Yes.
You putting this in a Maserati?
I was the same. I have taken many a food from many a sets. I'll be like,
No shame?
none. I'll be like, help me get this out to my car. Can you, what you doing? What's your name?
PA Nation, PA Nation, PA Nation.
Help me get all this, please. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm here for it. But we're gonna experience it again one day.
We will. Kevin on Stage Studios.
Hey, banger.
Soon come. Bless you guys. Thank you, Patreon, for sticking with us.
Yeah, 'cause it was a struggle.
Way late in the day now.
Man.
Appreciate you guys. Everyone else, thank you guys for watching. If you want to join us, Patreon, help support Angel, help support the studios. We're upgrading our equipment. Joshy gone.
Where are the cameras?
Josh got to
Hey.
order some new cameras, some new lights, so we can switcher, just upgrade our whole situation.
I want
And,
a filter on my face. I want to look gorgeous, even if I have on no makeup. Yeah.
Angel Filter, put that on Amazon.
Yeah.
We love y'all. Patreon, we'll see you Friday. Everybody else, we will see you next week. Is the comedy show this week?
Mm-hmm. This Friday.
I didn't
It is?
promote it. It is.
No, really?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Plug it after you sign off. Plug it real quick, and I'll put it at the top somewhere.
Right after the code open? All right.
I did.
I told you, I usually put it in the
Yeah,
top of the
yeah.
document. All right, you guys, if you're watching this real quick before we start the show for real, Keep Your Distance Comedy is this Friday. Make sure to get your tickets. Use the promo code KEV for $12. We got an amazing lineup for you, and we will see you there if you buy your ticket. Now let's get the show cracking, kids. All right, so you go pee that episode song.
Did you actually
Song at the end.
did you cut the show? Did you actually do
You
the
didn't.
end?
You didn't actually
end the
sign the show off though.
You
That's
didn't.
what I was saying.
Because you were still talking in the middle.
Thank you guys for watching.
I hate it here. I hate it. Today's been a mess, guys. Thank you for pulling up to another episode of Here's the Thing.
He
We've
said
been
it.
your favorites.
I just went right to
I was like, he did not end this show.
I just went right to
You
the
jump right in. I'll let you rock though, because I mean, I'm gonna let you rock.
You guys, thanks for watching. Here's the thing. We'll see you all next week. Bye.
Oh, I sure did. I just messed it up.
I was like, okay, so we're gonna have to fix that.
Okay, later, Patreon.
Love
Thank
you
you for
guys.
sticking
Bye
out.
bye 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 bye.
Peace.